A young boy, aged 5, was discovered in a Sacramento, California, storage container on May 15 of this year. Police eventually identified Tyler Anderson, a Reno, Nevada, resident, as the man who brought the duffel bag containing the baby.
Okay, with the blue thing in it was Monday. Okay.
Yeah.
And then later on he brought the stuff that's in the other unit?
Yeah,
They were initially accused of severely injuring their child, but the charges were dropped. Investigators believe the child lay dead in the couple's disorganized Reno apartment for a week before they placed her in the sack inside the plastic drum. After hiring a truck to transport the body, they hid it in a friend's storage facility. It was later found and reported to the police. When investigating the couple's flat, cops allegedly found a chained wire cage for animals and a rucksack nearby containing a cap with the girl's name on it. Avriona allegedly denied the daughter food and water with the sole objective of inflicting misery by way of malnutrition for vengeance or for the sadistic purpose of hatred of CA because CA was not her own kid, according to court records filed on Thursday. 2 other children, both conceived by Tyler, were living with the couple in Reno when the paternity of one of them was established in court. Avriona and Anderson changed their stories about their innocence as part of a plea bargain. In light of this, they have already spent a year in prison for evidence destruction. They are now facing life sentences for murder. Carly Anderson was revealed to be the child's real name. Her parents, Tyler and Avriona Anderson, are her proud guardians. On the other hand, she wasn't her real mom. For the most part, Tyler was cared for by her mother. Tyler was excited to meet his kid for the first time, but his wife was not on board. Finally, on May 16, Tyler was arrested. Avriona was escorted to a victim interrogation room because authorities still considered her a victim. The threads began to unravel once she was taken in for questioning. We weren't the ones to notice that every Avriona had its own peculiar quirks. To put the blame on Tyler was in her plans. During the interrogation, she put on a completely new persona with occasional laughs that seemed forced. She tried to maintain a calm demeanor, but the police were trained to spot any shady behavior from a mile away. She admitted to being high at the time, which would normally be cause for alarm if it weren't for the motivation of murder. The police in Sacramento were told by Avriona that Tyler had been storing his belongings there since he was planning to return to be with his family. Avriona claimed ignorance about Carly's whereabouts and the timing of the interrogation. She was questioned about Carly's mother. From her actions, it was clear that she was envious of Leonie. That explains why she dislikes the child and gives her an explanation for her actions. Tyler's house was a disaster and filthy when the police showed up. A family living there wouldn't be able to fool anyone into thinking this was their home. Tyler was arrested, the case wasn't reopened, and he was asked about his wife again until July 5, 2019. He was waiting for the right opportunity to explain his story and exonerate himself. The police's recording of his phone call with his mother led to all this. The officers were so motivated to inquire further about his wife. It was revealed that Avriona had always envisioned herself marrying Tyler. She claimed she was qualified to look after his daughter because she adores children. Therefore, she desired to marry him and expand her family with Tyler by having another kid with him. Nonetheless, she could not conceive because of the bipolar depression medication, so she stopped taking it. On October 31, 2014, Tyler and Avriona became parents. But by then, Tyler would have already seen physical evidence of Carly's injuries. She constantly had excuses, none of which were genuine, for why she hadn't told him about them. Avriona admitted to being harsh towards the kid and blamed her upbringing for the behavior. However, there have been incidents in which Carly was severely burned, which does not account for the phenomenon. When word of the probe spread to other parties, there is a general consensus that Carly was severely undernourished and had lost a lot of weight since they had last seen her. The fact that she was always scavenging for food from other people's plates made it seem like she had never been fed before. Avriona got off easy because Tyler took the fall for her. Tyler obviously preferred Avriona to his daughter, and he knew Carly was going hungry due to his decision. The state has agreed to suggest that Tyler and Avriona be freed from prison after serving 10 and 20 years, respectively. According to the plea agreement, prosecutors have agreed to request that Avriona and Anderson be considered for parole on the murder charges after serving 20 and 10 years, respectively. As soon as the girl's body was found in a storage container in Sacramento, California, in May 2018, both were arrested and first charged with murder.